Good morning, everyone. This is the Doctor. Today we're going to be talking about how to awaken your units and some of the pitfalls that I'm falling into, some of the things I'm realizing about this game, and hopefully we'll be able to pass that on so that none of you guys fall into any of those traps either. We're going to look into our units tab real quick, and I'm just going to show you what's going on. Just want to drop a thank you for all of you guys watching and commenting and really working with me, as this is something new that I'm doing. I'm going to actively try not to say as much in my videos. Thanks for the call out on that in the comments last time. And we'll go ahead and get on down to awakening right now. So I got lucky. I fortunately pulled a stern here, and you can see that my stern is 50 out of 50, limit break 1, and he's awakened to 4-star. Now, he's kind of stuck here, honestly. I do almost have 80 shards to limit break him again to raise his limit cap to 55. His awakening materials are very expensive here, and you can see I can only do this 2 more times. So yes, this is quote-unquote feasible, and I could probably increase his level cap to 60, but it's going to be a slow slog for me to get his limit break up to the point where I can get him to level 79, which is the sort of optimal level that you want for stats right now. And as I was kind of encountering this problem, I was toying around with other units. I was trying to figure out if this was going to be the case for every single unit, or if it was only for UR unit rarity tier. So in my discovery, and since I've been leveling non-UR units as well, I found that it's significantly easier to raise your MR units and awaken them than it is for your UR units. So if you're out there focusing your units and you have like 3 UR units on your team, or units that are multiple elements, or sorry, multiple of the same element, you're going to be in trouble, because you need to make sure that you are going to have enough resources in order to level them. So you see here with Mont, I actually have enough resources, plenty. He's going to get to 70 no problem, because his shards are relatively easy to get. Now, not only that, but Mont also has what I would call basically he's main story easy shards. Same with Y'shtola. So just to have a conversation about Y'shtola and Thancred right now, I do have Thancred. I'm not going after his shards at all, because if you go online, if you look at the Reddit, if you try and do the math people have done out there is, if you're not pulling for him, if you're not getting dupes of Thancred, it's going to take over 20,000 Visior in order to cap him out. Y'shtola, on the other hand, if I can find her, you can see that she's already got a level cap of 70 for me. She only needs 168 more to cap her limit break, which will put her at 80, which puts her in range of the level 79 sort of safe zone that you can have. And I have the awakening materials, or I will be close to awaken her to max ability. Now, you will want to be sure to grab all of the temporary items for Y'shtola that you're going to need, so like all of her mage awakening items. But that's kind of for a separate video, and it's not necessarily relevant to some of the awakening challenges we're going to be facing. Definitely, though, if you're going to take one thing away from this video, go for Y'shtola, awaken her, level her up. Be wary of Thancred. If you're jumping into Thancred, make sure you know what you're getting into. So I did, in fact, actually do some of the math for you guys, and I got a little bit of a visual for you here. We went to the main War of the Visions website, and I consolidated all of the information for limit break awakenings. And as you can see here, it tiers down based off the unit that you have. So UR units, your total amount of shards that you're going to need is 600. MR is going to be 500. SR is going to be 375. And N is going to be 125. Now, this is just sort of food for thought for you guys. I do think that you're definitely going to be wanting to level at least a few SR units in the beginning, and maybe a few MR units. I would recommend Ryu if you have not started leveling him yet already. I'm trying out Helena right now as an MR unit, and I'm trying out Fina. I am kind of moving away from FINA, and maybe that's just a separate video where we talk about what units are important and how we kind of decide how we're going to set up our team comp. So in addition to this, there is also a cost difference with upgrading materials for the Awakening units as well. So what I have here is the MR unit cost materials that just popped up. You can see that on the left side it has what tier soul, so of course these are the souls that you can get from the farming in the far plane. So if I wanted to get any of these, I would just go to the far plane and farm them up. A lot of them are given to you. They're the items that you buy in the shop. These are the things that are your bread and butter that you're buying every day. The stones, these are rarer, and same with these souls right here. These two items, they are given a lot, but they are still sort of relatively rare. Even from the monthly rewards, we only get about 20 of these, and I would say we probably, just sort of looking at the rewards right now, we probably get about 150 of each element per month, with a majority of these coming from story content, weekly and monthly quests, and event missions. So for example, you can buy about 100 of these from the event. I just did it, you guys. You can buy them from the Final Fantasy 14 event. So we'll go to the Mog shop real quick and I'll show you. For the Tombstones of Goetia, come down here and you can see that you can buy 10 per day. So if you're farming this every day, you could get Light Awakening Prisms. You get 10 of these every day. So if there's a unit you know you want to awaken, you could farm 10 of these every day of the event, and you would probably have enough to get your item. You can also get you can see I've been after some of these because I have Stern that I have to level. So either way, it's going to be a resource drain. And it's something that is going to really drain you if you start going for your UR units. Now, I'm going to put up the UR unit cost, and we'll just put them side by side. They are a little bit formatted differently because a lot of the UR units are focused on more on the wiki right now, so a lot of the MR units aren't shown. But you can see for the Dark Stones, you're going to need 340 of them versus 247. You're going to need 370 of the Dark Souls versus 257. You're going to need 9 of the Rainbow Stones versus 6 of the Rainbow Stones. And to put that in perspective, these Rainbow Stones sell for about 1 million gil. You can usually only get 1 per special event. And they're not like these Dark Souls and Dark Rocks. They can only be bought usually in 1 or 2. And then the difference between UR and MR is going to be these spools of twine. One of them's rainbow and one of them's mithril, I believe. And you need more of the rainbow ones, so you need 19 rainbow ones versus 19 mithril ones. And you're going to find, as you're leveling up, these spools right here are actually a very limiting item for you. The stones and all of the souls and the rocks, you can actually get those pretty regularly. I have not found a reliable mission to get these spools, so you may be in a position where in order to optimize, we're going to need to level up units of various tiers to optimize the amount of spools that we get. Most of them are given to us via the main story quests. There are a couple of them given into the main summoning coin rewards, so if you get the summoning like April coins, you can turn those in. But otherwise, those are the bottleneck that you're going to experience. And I'm not sure if they just keep releasing more with more of the main quest, or if it's something where we are going to be seeing them a lot more. Go ahead and pull up the shop here for you guys, the April Summon medals. You can see here they have the Azure Vision Spheres right here for 250. So some perspective, you would need to do 3 2000 Visior polls in order to get 3 of them. And honestly, that's just not a good deal at all. There's other things you would probably want to spend in this shop on. I know I would probably go for the stones or the EXP, or maybe even some of the shards that are in here. So that's going to be kind of where the bottleneck is. And I think, honestly, you are going to genuinely want to consider leveling an SR, a UR, and an MR unit. Now, one of the things I could not find in my information while I was researching was the upgrade cost of SR units for awakening materials. And I'm pretty sure if it's following the same trend as the limit break, crystals, that it's going to be significantly lower to max awaken and max limit break your SR characters. So you may want to consider as well taking up at least one SR character, 2 MR characters besides your Mont, and focusing on those, as well as one single UR character that you're going to work on until they hit the level 79 cap. I would also make sure they're all different elements, again, because you are going to run into bottlenecks where the next thing you know, it's going to be you need dark element crystals for an MR dark unit like Ryu and an MR dark unit or a UR dark unit like Stern, and you're just going to be so hardcore bottleneck there that you're going to be screwed. All right, everyone. Well, that's it for this video. If you found that useful, please leave a like and subscribe. Again, I am pretty new at this. I did say a few times, but I said it a lot less this time. I would appreciate any comments you could leave below. Really helps me out. Any likes and subscribes. I am going to put all of the resources I use down in the comments below. That's going to be my personal Discord, the official War of the Visions Discord. There's also going to be a link to the unit wiki, which is not a wiki. It's on a different type of a website. So I'm just going to drop that there. And hopefully you guys will find that useful and look forward to our next character video coming out later tonight. Have a good day, and I'll look forward to hearing from you.